a way to do that instead of constantly criminalizing them or stripping them and making them feel like nothing. If there's one way you want to set me on fire, set me on fire by disrespecting a kid or trying to take something from them that is rightfully theirs. That will stir me up because kids, they seriously, they are our future. We cannot move this generation, this society, without them. If they are hurt and broken, they are a reflection of what is happening in the bigger scope of things. And we just have to be, like Principal Smith said, more intentional about our strategies of how to bring healing, how to bring awareness and accountability. Because there are many facets that we're dealing with when we're dealing with these young people. And it all matters. It all matters.
Hello, I'm Joseph Napier Sr. I'm a resident of the city of Youngstown, Ohio, which I'm a proud resident of the city of Ohio. What I'm about to say is a statement, but it's actually a question to all the panelist members today. We would agree in this room that we're all a part of a society, or if you will, a community, the community at large, even if it's Cleveland or Akron, or anywhere in between. Now, the question I have to you, the charge is well. Now, we're here today collectively for a reason, for our children. I think we would all agree on that, so we can start there. Now, the second thing, and how I wanted to do and frame this statement or charge to the audience and to the panelist members is a question too. What is our best and greatest hope going forward for the children of our community?
Oh, you want me to start? I think one of the greatest hopes is our belief, not only in the students, but their talents. We have some creative, in terms of what I do, in terms of what I do, I am all over the city and counties. I serve on multiple boards, dealing with mental health, behavioral issues, occupational issues, and education, deficiencies. And so I go into the schools. I work with different, community organizations about after-school programming. Me and Mr. Bright both serve on the Education Workforce Development Committee for the city. And so, one of the things is we have some very talented individuals. The question that I ask you is, what makes them different from you? What makes them different? So once you start there, once we get to the root cause, then we can figure out answers. And then we take action. But if we keep zipping around, just keep thinking of ways, and we don't take action, nothing will happen.
And I like to say, we just have to look at the student holistically and knock down those barriers that are in front of our students to give them the access that they need. We do that at Eastern Gateway, look at our students holistically. If they have the barriers at home, trying to find them transportation or trying to, we got a food pantry. We look at all of that because those are some of the things that can affect the student's education.
I believe their greatest hope is their destiny. And so as an educator, all of us sitting on this team, we are a part of that process to unearth that for them. And to unpack that for them and teach them how to do that. It is our responsibility as Ty-Juan, did I say that right? Ty-Juan, I'm sorry. As Ty-Juan stated, that we are barrier removers. So whatever it is that child is facing, it is our job, along with our team and our community, you're our community, that we provide that tool to remove that barrier for them so that they can move forward.
I would say just ditto to everything that was already stated, but my hope for our students is that they never accept mediocrity. And my hope is that as we prepare them for whatever happens after high school, that no matter what room they walk into, they can shine.
Yes.
Whether that be globally
Yes.
nationally, locally, but wherever they walk, whatever room they walk into, I want someone to say, who is that person? And where did they come from? Because that's what we have. We have students who have greatness in them.
Yes.
And if we bring it out in them and we prepare them and we speak life into them,
Absolutely.
instead of, as we stated before, tearing them down or trying to kill them in the classroom, they can be amazingly productive citizens in life. I'm a testament to that. I grew up in an urban environment. I was born to a single mother, a teenage mother, a father who wasn't around. And so when I'm walking into that building every day, I believe I'm a living example of what can happen when you have a strong support system pushing a child and letting them know that literally the sky is not even the limit. There's so much beyond that. So that would be what my hope is that they can be competitive and they can walk into any room and then they can represent themselves, their families, and of course us well.
Absolutely.
Well said.
Thank you.
My final question has to do with, and I've heard very little, I guess, about poverty. All of you basically work in high poverty locations. Early college students, however, come from these same
Yes,
low
ma'am.
income,
Yes, ma'am.
poor
Yes.
communities, neighborhoods.
Yes.
And the same communities that our the other students come from. So what are you doing differently than Youngstown schools, the rest of Youngstown School District is doing, in terms of working with and making sure that these poor children are achieving at the levels that have been identified here versus what is happening in our other buildings?
Well, first of all, we try to build where we don't see them as poor kids. Not that you do. We know that exists, so it goes back to the type of supports that you have in place. We want you to rise, so we have expectations. When the effects of the poverty show up, then we deal with that appropriately. We find the right strategies. With my staff, we've been doing a book study on disrupting poverty, which unpacks the mentality, the paradigm of thinking around poverty, and gives us strategies about how to deal with that, fostering caring relationships, etc., how to have high expectations, how to be accountable. And so we're learning how to do that, and we've been doing that study for about now a year and a half, taking our time to unpack that. And our thing is we do have that support structure in place. It's easy for us to do that in a building that has 278 kids. As opposed to a high school that has 745, that's hard.